improve your personality. Life doesn't change in one big moment. Life changes in small, consistent choices we make every single day. Many of us wait for a special day, a perfect opportunity, or a magical transformation. But real growth happens quietly, gently, and daily. Imagine watering a plant. If you pour a whole bucket of water on it once a month, the plant will drown. But if you give it a little water every day, it grows beautifully. In the same way, improving your personality is not about becoming perfect overnight. It is about becoming a little better today than you were yesterday. A man once went to a wise monk and said, "I want to be a great person." The monk handed him a broom and said, "Start by cleaning this room." The man felt insulted and asked, "I came for wisdom, not for cleaning." The monk smiled and replied, "A great personality begins with small responsibilities done with love." That man realized that humility, patience, and discipline are built in everyday actions, not big speeches. Your personality is shaped by how you speak to people, how you react to difficulties, how you treat those who cannot benefit you, and how you handle success and failure. If you complain every day, you become a complaining person. If you practice gratitude every day, you become a grateful person. If you choose kindness every day, kindness becomes your identity. When someone insults you, that is a test of your personality. When you face failure, that is a classroom for your character. When you are in power, that is when your true nature is revealed. You don't build personality in comfort, you build it in challenges. Many people want respect, but they don't work on being respectable. They want love, but they don't practice love. They want peace, but they carry anger. Your personality grows when your actions match your values. Every morning ask yourself, what small improvement can I make today? Maybe today you will listen more, speak less, be more patient, or forgive someone. These small steps repeated daily create a powerful transformation over time. Remember, you are not becoming someone new, you are uncovering the best version of who you already are. Small daily habits are like the silent architects of your personality. We often admire successful people and think their greatness appeared suddenly, but what we see is only the result of countless small choices made consistently over time. Just like a river does not carve a canyon in a single day, your character is shaped drop by drop through your everyday behavior. Every time you wake up and choose discipline over laziness, patience over anger, or kindness over irritation, you are laying a brick in the foundation of your personality. These tiny actions may feel insignificant in the moment, but over months and years they accumulate into something powerful and permanent. Your future self is nothing but a reflection of your present habits, repeated again and again with sincerity and awareness. Consider how habits work in nature. A seed does not become a tree overnight, it grows slowly, quietly, and steadily. In the same way, when you practice small virtues daily, they take root inside you. If you decide to speak gently just once, it may not change much. But if you make gentle speech a daily habit, it transforms how people experience you. Your personality is not built in grand moments of inspiration, but in ordinary moments of everyday life. How you respond to your family, how you behave at work, how you treat strangers, and how you manage your own thoughts when no one is watching. Many people want a powerful personality, but they underestimate the power of small routines. They think transformation requires dramatic events, intense motivation, or rare opportunities. However, real growth is simple, not spectacular. Waking up on time, maintaining honesty, practicing gratitude, keeping your word, and showing respect. These are not glamorous actions, but they slowly sculpt your inner world. Over time, these habits shape your mindset, your emotions, and your reactions, making you calmer, wiser, and more grounded without you even realizing it. Think of your mind like a garden. If you plant positive thoughts every day, your garden will bloom. If you allow negative thoughts to grow unchecked, weeds will take over. Small daily habits like meditation, reflection, or even a few moments of silence can bring clarity and balance to your personality. Similarly, feeding your mind with good books, meaningful conversations, and uplifting content nourishes your character. What you do repeatedly, even in tiny amounts, determines the quality of your inner landscape. Even your body responds to small habits, and this reflects in your personality. When you exercise a little every day, you feel more confident and energetic. When you eat mindfully, you feel lighter and more disciplined. When you maintain good posture and speak clearly, you naturally appear more composed. These physical habits influence your mental state, which in turn shapes how you think, feel, and interact with others. Your personality is not separate from your daily lifestyle. It grows out of it. In relationships, small habits matter more than big gestures. Saying thank you, listening attentively, apologizing sincerely, or simply being present are tiny actions that build trust and warmth over time. One grand gift cannot replace years of consistent kindness. When you practice empathy daily, people feel safe around you. When you practice patience daily, conflicts reduce. These small habits quietly create a personality that attracts respect and love naturally, without force or pretense. Ultimately, your life is a collection of your daily habits, and your personality is their sum total. If you improve just 1% every day, the change over a year is enormous. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be consistent. Every small step you take today is shaping who you are becoming tomorrow. When you understand this, you stop waiting for a magical transformation and start trusting the power of small, meaningful, and repeated actions. Challenges do not break your personality, they reveal it. When life is comfortable, anyone can appear calm, kind, or confident. But the real test comes when things go wrong, when plans fail, when people misunderstand you, or when pressure surrounds you from all sides. In those moments, your true nature comes to the surface. Difficult situations act like a mirror, showing you who you really are beyond your image, your words, or your social mask. If you remain patient under stress, that patience was already inside you. If you react with anger or fear, that too was already present. Life's tests do not create your character, they simply uncover it, making you aware of what needs to be strengthened, healed, or transformed within you. Problems are like teachers dressed in tough clothing. No one welcomes them, but they carry valuable lessons. When you face rejection, failure, or disappointment, you learn resilience. When you experience loss, you learn compassion and gratitude. When you are treated unfairly, you understand the importance of justice and empathy. Each difficulty carves something deeper in your personality, making you wiser and more mature. Instead of seeing challenges as punishment, you begin to see them as training grounds for growth. Just like gold is purified in fire, your character is refined in hardship, emerging stronger, clearer, and more valuable than before. Your reaction to adversity defines your personality far more than your reaction to success. Many people remain humble when they are struggling, but lose balance when they gain power or recognition. Similarly, some remain kind when things go well, but turn bitter when life becomes tough. True character is revealed when you are tired, stressed, or emotionally hurt. If you can still speak gently, act with integrity, and think clearly in those moments, you are developing a powerful inner personality. Life deliberately places you in uncomfortable situations, not to harm you, but to polish you like a diamond. Every challenge you face builds emotional strength, even if you do not realize it at the time. When you handle conflict calmly, you train your mind to stay steady. When you endure hardship with dignity, you strengthen your self-respect. When you keep going despite setbacks, you build confidence in your own ability to rise again. These experiences accumulate silently within you, shaping a personality that is stable, courageous, and unshakable. Over time, you begin to trust yourself more because you know you have already survived difficult moments before. Difficult people in your life are also tests of your personality. They teach you patience, boundaries, and self-control. When someone insults you, lies about you, or disrespects you, your response matters more than their behavior. If you react with revenge, you empower negativity. If you respond with maturity, you elevate your own character. Sometimes life uses people as instruments to challenge your ego, test your humility, and strengthen your emotional intelligence. How you treat those who treat you poorly says more about you than about them. Failure is one of the most powerful sculptors of personality. Success can make you arrogant, but failure makes you reflective. When you fail, you are forced to confront your weaknesses, rethink your choices, and rebuild yourself with greater wisdom. Many great personalities were shaped through repeated failures, disappointments, and struggles. Instead of breaking them, those experiences taught them perseverance, humility, and inner strength. Every setback becomes a step forward when you use it as a lesson rather than an excuse. Ultimately, life's tests are not meant to defeat you, but to refine you into a better version of yourself. Each challenge removes a layer of fear, ego, or insecurity and replaces it with courage, clarity, and compassion. When you stop running from difficulties and start embracing them as opportunities to grow, your personality naturally evolves. You become calmer in chaos, kinder in conflict, and stronger in uncertainty. That is how challenges and tests of life reveal and refine your true character, shaping you into someone resilient, wise, and deeply grounded. Real growth begins with humility, because humility opens the door to learning, transformation, and genuine development. When a person believes they already know everything, their mind closes and growth stops. Humility does not mean thinking less of yourself. It means thinking of yourself more honestly. It allows you to accept that you are still a student of life, no matter how much you have achieved. A humble person listens more, judges less, and remains open to new perspectives. In everyday life, humility shows in how you treat others. Whether you respect a cleaner as much as a CTO, whether you admit your mistakes without ego, and whether you can say, "I don't know," without feeling small. This quality softens your personality, makes you approachable, and creates space for continuous inner improvement. Responsibility is the second pillar of real growth, and it shapes your personality in a powerful way. Many people blame circumstances, parents, society, or destiny for their failures, but growth begins when you take ownership of your life. Responsibility means accepting that your choices, habits, and reactions have consequences. When you take responsibility, you stop playing the victim and start becoming the creator of your destiny. This does not mean blaming yourself harshly, rather, it means recognizing your role in your life's outcomes. A responsible person keeps their word, fulfills commitments, and stands by their actions. Over time, this builds trust, self-respect, and a strong, reliable personality that others naturally admire. Self-awareness is the foundation that connects humility and responsibility. Without knowing yourself, you cannot grow. Self-awareness means observing your thoughts, emotions, strengths, weaknesses, and patterns without denial or illusion. It is the ability to look in the mirror of your mind and ask, why do I react this way? What triggers me? What are my blind spots? When you develop self-awareness, you gain control over your behavior instead of being controlled by impulses. You begin to understand why you feel anger, jealousy, fear, or insecurity. And this understanding gives you the power to transform them rather than be ruled by them. Humility, responsibility, and self-awareness work together like a cycle of growth. Humility helps you admit your limitations. Self-awareness helps you understand them. And responsibility helps you take action to improve them. For example, if you lose your temper, humility allows you to accept that you were wrong. Self-awareness helps you recognize what triggered you. And responsibility pushes you to change your response next time. This continuous process slowly refines your personality, making you calmer, wiser, and more emotionally mature in your daily interactions. In relationships, these three qualities create deep and meaningful connections. A humble person does not dominate conversations but listens with empathy. A responsible person does not make empty promises but follows through with actions. A self-aware person understands their emotional impact on others and adjusts their behavior accordingly. Together, these traits create trust, respect, and harmony. People feel safe around someone who is humble enough to apologize, responsible enough to correct mistakes, and self-aware enough to understand others' feelings. In your personal life, these qualities bring inner peace and clarity. Humility reduces ego-driven stress. Responsibility gives you a sense of control over your life, and self-awareness helps you navigate your emotions with wisdom. Instead of feeling lost or confused, you begin to move through life with purpose and understanding. You stop comparing yourself to others and start focusing on becoming a better version of yourself each day. This inner alignment reflects in your outer personality, making you more balanced and grounded. Ultimately, real growth is not measured by how much money you earn, how famous you become, or how powerful you appear. It is measured by how humble, responsible, and self-aware you are in your everyday life. These qualities shape your character from the inside out, creating a personality that is strong yet gentle, confident yet compassionate, and successful yet grounded. When you cultivate these three pillars consistently, you do not just improve your personality, you elevate your entire way of living. Consistent self-improvement is like a slow, powerful river that gradually reshapes everything in its path. When you commit to improving a little every day, the change may seem invisible at first, but beneath the surface, a deep transformation is taking place. Your thoughts become clearer, your emotions become steadier, and your reactions become more mature. Unlike sudden bursts of motivation that fade quickly, consistency builds a stable foundation that supports long-term growth. It trains your mind to value progress over perfection and patience over impatience. Over time, this steady effort rewires your mindset, replacing self-doubt with self-belief and chaos with clarity. This inner shift becomes the driving force behind every positive change in your life, shaping not only what you achieve but who you become. Inner transformation begins when you consistently work on your habits, mindset, and emotional responses. Every time you choose calm over anger, discipline over laziness, or kindness over resentment, you strengthen your inner character. These repeated choices slowly dissolve negative patterns and replace them with healthier ones. You start thinking more wisely, feeling more balanced, and responding more thoughtfully. This internal growth does not happen through one inspiring speech or one powerful moment. It happens through daily self-reflection, self-discipline, and self-compassion. As your inner world becomes more peaceful and aligned, you naturally experience greater confidence, purpose, and emotional stability in your everyday life. As your inner self transforms, your outer life begins to reflect that change. People notice your calm presence, your respectful communication, and your mature behavior. Opportunities start coming your way not by chance, but because your improved personality attracts them. Your relationships become healthier, your work becomes more focused, and your decision-making becomes more intelligent. Consistency in self-improvement acts like a bridge between your inner character and your outer reality. What you cultivate inside gradually manifests in how you speak, act, and interact with the world, creating visible positive changes in your personal and professional life. Lasting transformation requires patience, because real change does not happen overnight. Many people give up because they do not see immediate results, but consistency rewards those who trust the process. Just like muscles grow through regular exercise, your personality strengthens through daily effort. Even on difficult days, showing up and trying your best keeps you moving forward. Over months and years, these small, steady improvements accumulate into a powerful evolution of your character. You may not recognize the full extent of your growth in the moment, but one day you look back and realize how far you have come. Consistency also builds